Welcome to our channel, Famous Stories in English. Are you learning English? That's amazing, because today you will learn not only words, but something that can change your life. Yes, today is different. Let me begin with a question. Why do some people succeed while others quit? Think about it. Some people grow, improve, and reach their dreams. Others stop, give up, and disappear. What makes the difference? Is it luck? No. Is it money? No. Is it talent? Not always. So, what is it? Most people don't know the answer. They think success is about being fast or being the best, but that's not true. Real success comes from something simple, something powerful, and something anyone can do. Even you. Let's be clear. This is not a secret. It's not magic. It's not something you have to buy. It's something you already know. But maybe you forgot. Or maybe you didn't understand how important it really is. This word has power. But not loud power, quiet power, silent power, invisible power. The kind of power that grows when nobody is watching. The kind that builds you day by day, step by step. Are you ready to hear it? The word is consistency. Now maybe you're thinking, consistency? That's boring. Maybe it sounds too small, too weak, too slow. But that's exactly why most people ignore it. They want excitement. They want fast results. They want to feel good every day. But here's the twist. Here's what nobody tells you. Consistency beats everything. Let me explain. A person who does something, just a little, every single day will become better than the person who works hard once a week. It's not about intensity. It's about repetition. It's not about doing a lot. It's about doing something again and again. Maybe that doesn't sound exciting. But let me ask you this. Do you want fast results or real results? Success is not a race. It's not a firework. It's not one big moment. It's many small moments. Repeated, practiced, continued. Every time you study English, you are building something. Even if it's just 10 minutes. Even if you only learn 3 words. You are building. And if you do that again tomorrow and the next day and the next, you will grow. You will improve. You will succeed. That is the power of consistency. It doesn't shout. It doesn't shine. But it works. Always. So today, don't just learn new words. Learn a new way of thinking. Understand this. Consistency is the key to everything you want. Not talent, not luck, not a perfect plan, just small actions, done daily. Are you ready? Because if you are, then this message is for you. Let's talk about something real, maybe something you don't want to say out loud, but you feel it, you think about it, and maybe it hurts. You try, you really try. You make a plan. You say, this time I will do it. You wake up early. You work hard. You start strong. You feel excited. But then, life happens. You get tired, you get busy. Something unexpected comes. You lose focus. You feel lost. And then what? You stop. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't care, but because it's hard, because it feels like nothing is working. You think, why keep going if I don't see results? You think, maybe I'm not good enough. You think, maybe this isn't for me. And slowly, you stop trying. You don't say it to others. Maybe you smile. Maybe you pretend everything is okay. But inside you feel the truth. You're tired of failing. You're tired of starting over. And this happens not just once. It happens again and again. You start a goal, you stop. You start again, you stop again. And each time it becomes harder to believe, harder to try, harder to hope. You look at other people and think, they're lucky. They have more time. They have more support. But deep down you wonder, what's wrong with me? This is the real problem. Not failure, not mistakes. The real problem is quitting. Not just quitting the goal, but quitting on yourself. And here's something painful. Every time you stop, your confidence becomes weaker. Your dream becomes smaller. You tell yourself, maybe later, maybe next year, maybe when I'm ready. But later becomes never. You wait for motivation, but it doesn't come. You wait to feel strong again. But the days pass, and you don't feel ready. So you do nothing. This is the trap. You feel stuck. You feel guilty. You feel like time is running out. You want to change, but you don't know how. You want to try again, but you're afraid to fail. Again. If this sounds like you are not alone. Many people feel this. Many people fight this silent battle every day. But here's something important. Feeling stuck doesn't mean you're broken. Feeling tired doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you're human. And being human means you still have a choice. You can quit, or you can continue. You can give up, or you can keep going. Even when it's hard, even when it's slow, even when nobody sees your effort. Because what if the problem is not you? What if the problem is stopping too soon? Think about it. So now, let's stop for a moment. Breathe. Think. You've tried. You've failed. You've stopped. You've started again. That's your story, right? And maybe you're tired of that cycle. You want something to change. You want something real. Something that works. Then listen closely. Because the answer is not more energy, not more motivation, not a perfect plan. The answer is something simple, so simple that most people ignore it. It's called consistency. Yes, consistency. Now you might say, that's it? Yes, that's it. But don't be fooled. This word may look small, but it's the strongest tool you have. Consistency means doing something, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you're bored, even when the results are invisible. You still do it again and again and again. That's what makes people win. People think motivation is the key. But motivation comes and goes. One day you feel strong. The next day you feel weak. That's normal. Feelings change, but actions, they can stay. Consistency is stronger than motivation. Why? Because it doesn't depend on your mood. It depends on your decision. Think of it this way. Success is not one big moment. It's many small steps, repeated over time. One small action today, one more tomorrow, again the next day. That's how you grow. That's how you win. Let's say you want to learn English. If you study for 3 hours one day but then stop for 2 weeks, you'll forget. But if you study 15 minutes every day, just 15, your brain will remember. Your progress will grow, slowly, quietly, but it will grow. This is not magic. It's not fast. But it works, and it works for everyone. That's the twist. You don't need to be great. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Consistency is like water. It looks soft. It looks small. But give it time, and it can cut through stone. So why do people fail? Not because they're weak, but because they stop. They stop too early. They stop when it gets hard. They stop when it gets boring. And that's when they lose. But if you stay consistent, even just a little, you build power. You build confidence. You build momentum. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, you'll look back and say, I made it. Not because of one big moment, but because you didn't quit. So now let me ask you, can you take a small step today? Can you take another tomorrow? Can you keep going, even when no one claps? If the answer is yes, then you already hold the key. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's consistency. Let's make this real. You've heard the word consistency. You understand the idea. But maybe deep inside you're still thinking, does it really work? Can something so simple change my life? Let me tell you a true story. You probably know who Elon Musk is. He's one of the most famous people in the world. Tesla, SpaceX, technology, rockets. Millions of people admire him. But what most people don't know is how many times he failed. Before SpaceX was successful, Elon Musk had a dream to build rockets that could fly into space and come back. But building rockets is expensive. It's risky, and it often ends in failure. Do you know what happened with his first rocket? It exploded. All the work, all the money, gone. And do you know what happened with the second rocket? It also exploded. And the third? Yes, it failed too. 3 failures. Most people would stop. Most people would say, it's too much. It's impossible. I'm done. But not Elon Musk. He stayed consistent. He kept going. He studied the problems. He made new plans. He tried again. And on the 4th try, the rocket flew. It was a small success, but it changed everything. Not because he got lucky, but because he didn't give up. He was consistent, even when it was hard, even when people laughed, even when he had nothing left. Now think about J.K. Rowling, the woman who wrote Harry Potter. Before she was famous, she had no money. She was a single mother. She was depressed. She wrote her book at night while her baby slept. She sent the book to publishers. One said no. Another said no. Another said no. She was rejected by 12 publishers. But she didn't stop. She believed in her story. She stayed consistent. And finally, one publisher said yes. That book became one of the most famous books in history. Now imagine this. What if she had stopped at rejection number 11? The world would never know Harry Potter. That's what consistency does. It keeps you going when everything tells you to stop. These stories are not about superheroes. They are about real people. People who made a decision. I will not quit. That's it. That's the secret. So now ask yourself, what could happen if you don't give up? Maybe your dream is not to build rockets. Maybe it's not to write books. Maybe you just want to speak English, or build a better life, or grow your business. Whatever it is, the path is the same. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be famous. You just need to be consistent. If Elon Musk can fail 3 times and still win, if J.K. Rowling can hear no 12 times and still succeed, then what's stopping you from trying one more time? Now it's your turn. Yes, you. Not tomorrow, not next week, not one day. Right now. You've heard the stories. You've felt the struggle. You've learned the truth. So now comes the question that really matters. What are you going to do? Many people will listen to this message. Many people will feel inspired. But only a few will actually do something. Only a few will start. Only a few will keep going. Will you be one of them? Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel strong, confident, or ready. That moment may never come. If you wait for perfect, you may wait forever. Here's the truth. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to begin. Start small, start simple. Maybe you study 1 word today. Maybe you read for 5 minutes. Maybe you take 1 step towards your goal. That's enough. That's how it begins. And then tomorrow, you do it again. The secret is not in how much you do. It's in how often you do it. Even 1 small action, repeated again and again, can change everything. That's not a dream. That's a fact. So stop saying I can't. Stop saying maybe later. You've said that before. And where did it take you? Now say something different. Say, I will. I will try again. I will show up today. I will stay consistent. It's okay if you failed before. It's okay if you stopped before. That was the past. This is a new decision, a new chance, and it starts with 1 choice. Keep going, because every time you continue, even when you're tired, you grow. Every time you stay consistent, even when no one sees, you become stronger. And every day you don't quit, you get closer to your dream. So ask yourself, what can I do today? Can you study 10 minutes? Can you repeat 1 sentence in English? Can you write 1 goal in your notebook? Can you just take 1 small action? If the answer is yes, then do it. Don't wait for someone to push you. Don't wait for someone to save you. Be your own reason. Be your own motivation. Be the one who says, I will not give up this time. Because the truth is simple. Consistency doesn't need applause. It doesn't need attention. It just needs you to show up. So go. Do it. And tomorrow do it again. Even if you're tired, even if you're afraid, do it again. and again and again, because that's how winners are made. Let's stop for a moment and think. You've heard the message. You understand the truth. You know what's missing is not more talent. It's not more luck. It's not even more motivation. The missing piece was consistency. Now you see it clearly. It's not exciting. It's not shiny. It's not loud, but it's real. It's strong. It works. Success is not about doing something big once. It's about doing something small every day. Success is not about feeling great all the time. It's about showing up when you feel nothing. It's not about being the best. It's about staying in the game when others walk away. And maybe that's the most important lesson of all. You don't need to win today. You just need to not quit today. That's the new rule, not be perfect, not do everything. Just don't give up today. If you fall, get up. If you miss a day, come back. If you feel slow, keep walking. If you feel weak, keep showing up. Because real strength is not about power, it's about commitment. Real growth is not about speed, it's about persistence. So let me ask you one last time. Can you do something small today and repeat it tomorrow? If your answer is yes, even a quiet yes, then you're already different. You're already becoming the person who finishes, the person who keeps going, the person who doesn't stop. And one day you'll look back and say, I didn't quit. I kept going. And that's why I made it. Because it's not about having the most talent. It's about having the most patience, the most focus, the most consistency. So as you walk away from this message, take one thing with you. Just one. Consistency is the key. It's not luck. It's not timing. It's not being special. It's doing something again and again, even when no one claps. The question is not, can you do it? The question is, will you keep doing it? That's where everything changes. Great job today! You didn't just listen, you learned. You practiced English, and you heard a powerful message. Remember this: you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. One small step every day. That's the key. So repeat the words you heard today. Say them out loud. Practice speaking. Practice thinking. And keep growing. If this video helped you, please give it a like. Share it with a friend who is learning English too. Comment below. What is one thing you will do today to stay consistent? And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Simple, clear, and made for real learners like you. Hit the bell so you never miss a new story. You can watch this video again to practice. The more you repeat, the more confident you will feel. Thank you so much for watching and for speaking. See you in the next video.